So Jesus, before ascending into heaven, he wants to give this special gift to the disciples and also to all of us. And that is peace, right? He says there, peace I leave with you. So it must be very important, right? He wants us to have this peace. He says, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Now, the world gives what kind of peace? Absence of conflict. Maybe that's what the world is offering, right? Or maybe when you go to Disneyland, right? When you're taking that rides, we're experiencing peace. You're enjoying yourself, right? When everything is going well in your life, you will have peace. That's what the world is offering. But the thing is, we're going to have conflicts. We are imperfect people living in an imperfect world. We're going to have conflicts. And when we have conflicts, what happened there is that we're going to have emotional disturbance, right? Fear, anxiety, resentment, all those emotional disturbance. Now, Jesus is saying, even when you have those emotional disturbance, you can still have peace. But you must learn to turn to me, right? Because if we don't turn to Jesus, what happened there is that we will have a drug of our choice, and then we will self-medicate, right? What are those drugs of choice? Food, alcohol, drugs, pornography. There's a drug of choice that we're going to turn to because we want to self-medicate, because we want to have that kind of false peace that we want to have. But it's fleeting. If we're going to turn to that drug of choice, we will not have lasting peace. Now, we won't turn to the Lord if we really don't trust Him. If we don't trust His love for us, if we don't trust of His mercy, if we don't trust His providence, if we don't trust that He will help us in whatever we're going through, we will not turn to Him. And when we don't trust the Lord, that's where we will experience fear. Because we know we can't trust ourselves, right? We're a finite human being. We can't really rely on ourselves. That's why we experience a lot of fear. That's why He says here, do not let your hearts be troubled and do not let them be afraid. I'm not talking about healthy fear here, right? If you go on the edge of a cliff, you're going to be afraid, right? That's healthy fear. What I'm talking about is unhealthy fear, a lack of trust in God. And when we're not having peace, we're not going to have peace in our relationships with other people, right? And that's what we want, right? At Mass, what we say here, right? Peace be with you. We want others to experience that peace that the Lord is giving all of us. But we won't be able to give what we don't have. St. Joseph in Bakita is saying this also. In God's will, there is perfect peace. There is great peace in God's will. So it's really uniting. We turn to the Lord and ask Him, Lord, what do you want me to do? I'm experiencing this fear, this anxiety, this resentment. What do you want me to do? Right? And as we do what He wants us to do, we're going to experience peace. In God's will, there is great peace.